Great to have your company for Sky News across Australia on this beautiful Friday night around the country. Now, Australia's tourism industry and state ministers are concerned the federal government won't be increasing the multi-million-dollar tourism package promised to communities affected by the bushfires, who have also obviously been hit by the coronavirus pandemic. Earlier today, I spoke with General Manager of Destination North Coast, New South Wales, on the severity of the coronavirus's impact, how it's affecting the tourism industry, and he had this to say.
Well, coronavirus, like anywhere in the tourism industry, is starting to have an impact on visitation. For our region, which is the north coast of New South Wales, stretching from the Queensland border down towards Foster, Hawke's Nest, the bulk of the impact thus far has been around the Tweed area, which receives a lot of day trip visitors from the Gold Coast. I guess the real impact, though, is the consolidation of all the crises that we've faced over the last 4 months.
Yeah, well, indeed, Michael. I mean, you know, we've had the bushfires and now we've got coronavirus, and of course, you know, the economy hasn't been travelling along beautifully. But look, that is one of the most beautiful parts of the world, that particular area, that northern New South Wales area. Just give us a taste of some of the wonderful locations that visitors can partake in if they get to that part of the world.
Well, as you say, it's a spectacular part of Australia and the world. The fourth most visited region in Australia, and for very good reason. We receive over 14 million visitors a year. You know, you're starting at the top of the Northern Rivers, which is a tropical, beautiful area with amazing beaches, colourful villages and communities. As you move further south into like the Clarence Valley, it's got Australia's longest whitewater trail, an amazing nature-based experience down there. And then you start moving into the mid-north coast and some of the more traditional kind of holiday areas of Australia. Places like Southwest Rocks, Coffs Harbour, Port Macquarie, they offer that classically amazing Australian holiday. Slow pace, beautiful beaches, lots of things to do, great dining, beautiful hinterland right beside it, and right down to the mid-coast area and Foster, the Great Lakes. There's just an abundance of nature-based activities across our region, amazing dining and a very, very rich events calendar, really.
Yeah, Michael, you're absolutely right. I mean, I've spent a lot of time in that area, obviously, and it is God's country, there's no doubt about that. How do you think the government responses have been, both federal and New South Wales, to these crises during summer and, of course, coronavirus?
I think we're all learning through these. You know, it's almost been unprecedented, the level and the severity of the crisis and the length that they've gone through. You know, take the North Coast with the bushfire crisis. We entered that in September, or August really, in the Clarence Valley, and it really lasted right up until the end of the year. We've got reports from operators saying they're down 30 to 50% of income for that time of year. And when summer accounts for a lot of businesses to be 60% of the income for the annual intake, it's a huge loss for our businesses. And unfortunately for the North Coast, less to do about the government, but more I think the media and the general coverage. As the media coverage and the fires move south, the North Coast has been a little bit forgotten in the coverage and the calls for help and support for our community. So that's something we'd love to put out there today.
Yeah, and it's a really good point, Michael, isn't it? Well, look, to all those viewers at home thinking about a holiday in Australia in coming weeks and months, and I know a lot of people are, the Aussie dollar in the United States is very low, so it is a great opportunity to take advantage. Take it from me, that particular region, whether it's you know, Byron Bay or Yamba or Port Macquarie, Southwest Rocks, Tweed Heads, it is astonishing in its beauty and its diversity. And Michael, we wish you all the best when it comes to promoting that region. Thanks for joining us tonight on Sky News across Australia.